Welcome back to page 121. Today we're going to take a look at a rather unsung spell, at least at my table, and that is the second level Druid Warp Wood, which is just amazing to me. It is an alteration. It's a level 2 spell, 10 feet per level. Duration is permanent, area of effect special, components verbal, somatic, and material, 4-segment casting time, and no saving throw. So what this does is, when the spell is cast, the druid causes a volume of wood to bend and warp, permanently destroying its straightness, form, and strength. The range of a warp wood spell is 10 feet per each level of experience of the druid casting it. It affects approximately a 15-inch shaft of wood, up to 1-inch diameter per level of the druid. Thus, at first level, the druid might be able to warp an axe handle or 4 crossbow bolts. At 5th level, he or she could warp the shaft of the typical magic spear. Note that boards and planks can also be affected, causing a door to be sprung or a boat or ship to leak. So a lot to unpack in this one. Basically, what it's saying is that it's used to warp the wood. And there's even a nice little picture here. It can ruin the handle of an axe or eventually a spear. It's funny that it says here at first level it does blah, 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 because you can't cast the spell to your second level. So the minimum for this spell, a first level druid could warp a axe handle, a 15-inch shaft of wood up to 1-inch diameter per level. So they could do a 30-inch shaft of wood, 2 inches per level. So if we go to my typical base of 10th level, a 10th level druid wants to warp something, you're looking at 15 inches, so 150 inches, and approximately an inch across, so 15 inches across. That's certainly the plank of a door, or more importantly, a ship. So warp wood is really good in that you can use it for a variety of things. You can use it to destroy the wooden aspects of a weapon that your opponent is wielding. It gets no saving throw. You don't have to target it. You don't roll any hit or anything like that. You simply cast the spell at the person who's holding the spear, and the spear warps, no saving throw. Very good for springing a dungeon door, which is betting what this was originally for, oddly enough, because it's a druid spell. But also to spring a plank in a ship. At 10th level, absolutely you could pop a plank out of a ship. That may not seem like much unless the druid does it below the waterline. Then the ship's going to have a heck of a time getting to the item in question and then repairing it. Then they have to bail out the ship and things like that. We have used this spell many times at my table for just that purpose. It's great for messing up the enemy ship that's going to pursue you. The druid might shape change into a bird, fly down into the hold of the enemy ship unseen, because it's just a bird, cast the warp wood, and then turn into a fish and wait till the water kind of equalizes and it can swim out the hole. There's a lot of different ways the druid can use this to mess up a bad guy's ship. So it's definitely a spell worth taking. It's also good for just plain combat. You can warp wood on at 10th level. Certainly a quiver of arrows would be destroyed. Interestingly, it says a magic spear, typical magic spear with no saving throw. I would absolutely give the magic item in question a saving throw, and I would give it at versus spell, and I would give it at, if it was a +1 spirit, would get a +1 bonus to the saving throw as per the Dungeon Master Guide. I don't like anything that just destroys a magic item and the magic item has no chance. That's not true. I mean, I don't like most things that do that. Once you get higher level stuff, I don't mind it. But it's interesting that here in the original book written in 1978, you can go ahead and you can destroy a magic spear with this, and the spear would get no saving throw. And as I said, I'm sure that's what this was intended to do. When you have the guy coming at you with the axe, you can warp the axe handle. He's got the magic spear or just a regular spear. You can warp the spear. Any warped axe handle is useless until replaced. And if it's the integral part of a weapon, depending on how the weapon's put together and the tools available and the skills of the people involved, the weapon may be out of commission for quite some time. So that's really all I've got to say. This is a short one today. If I seem a little quiet, it's because I'm filming this before the rest of my family wakes up. But I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on page 121.